Welcome. Chapter 15 Area. Today we will be discussing about area of trapezium. Trapezium, first let me draw the figure. The trapezium has two parallel sides. Only one pair of sides parallel. So these are the two parallel sides that I wish to show. And the other pair of opposite sides, they are non-parallel. Okay, these two are not parallel. So this way I'll just complete the trapezium. Yes, we can clearly make out that these two sides are parallel and these two sides are not parallel. And that is a trapezium where only one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Now for two parallel sides from a vertex, I can draw the height. Height from vertex, height is always perpendicular. So this is the height. Same measurement will be any height that you draw from any other vertex. Okay, so this way also you can draw the height. This height and this height will be the same. For the time being, I am showing only one height of this trapezium. This trapezium we will name it as LMNO and the height I'll name it as MR. So if you have a trapezium, the area of trapezium, the area occupied, the area of this trapezium is given as area of trapezium is equal to half into sum of parallel sides. Both the parallel sides you will add sum of parallel sides into height. And you will multiply that with the height, H-E-I-G-H-T, height. So this is half into sum of parallel sides. You will add, here the parallel sides are MN and LO. You will add these two parallel sides first and multiply that by height. And the whole answer you will divide it by 2. So what is the formula? Half into sum of parallel sides into height. Half into sum of parallel sides into height. Trapezium has two parallel sides and the other two opposite sides are intersecting. So you will add those two parallel sides, multiply it by the height, and that answer you will divide by 2 will give you the trapezium. Let us start with the practice set 15.3 and solve more sums on trapezium. Practice set 15.3, first sum, we have a figure here. From the figure itself, you should make out which type of quadrilateral is it. This is not a rectangle, not a square, not a parallelogram. This is not a rhombus. Rhombus means all sides should be congruent. No, not at all rhombus. Then, what is left? As we can see, these two sides are parallel, whereas these two sides are intersecting. They will intersect. So, this is a trapezium. This is a trapezium. What other information is given? In quadrilateral ABCD, AB is equal to 13 centimeter. That I'll write here. AB is 13 centimeter. DC is equal to 9 centimeter. Yes, we got parallel sides measurement. AD is equal to 8 centimeter. Side AD is the height. So the perpendicular. So this is the height. Parallel sides measurement we have, height we have. Question is find the area of quadrilateral ABCD. Yes, direct substitution of formula. Write down the steps. Quadrilateral ABCD is a trapezium. First that is a trapezium. Then mention about the parallel sides. Parallel sides is equal to length of AB equal to 13 centimeter. Then we have the next parallel side, length of DC 9 centimeter. Height, name of the height is AD, length of AD is equal to 8 centimeter. Therefore, area, quadrilateral is asked now, so we will also write accordingly. Area of quadrilateral ABCD. This quadrilateral is a trapezium, so we will apply the formula of area of trapezium. Write down the formula. Half into sum of lengths of parallel sides into height. Write down the formula. Formula carries marks. Okay, bracket, which is equal to half into, bracket start, sum of the length of parallel sides means parallel sides are AB and DC. So add, sum means add, 13 plus 9 multiply by 8, which is equal to half into 13 plus 9 is 22, correct, into 8. Fine. Now we can solve here. If you want any way you can choose. I am cancelling 22 and 2. 2 1s and 11s. 11 8s 88. This is area. The unit of area is square centimeter. Write down the final answer. Area of quadrilateral ABCD is equal to 88 square centimeter. As simple as it is. Okay. So this is a very, very good chapter. It is not giving us any tension. Tension is only to remember the formula, which I am very sure that all my students are good in. Similarly, we have the second sum. Read it. Length of two parallel sides of a trapezium are 8.5 and 11.5 centimeter respectively, and its height is 4.2 centimeter. Find its area. Parallel sides given, height given, use the formula of area of trapezium and get this answer. So I am asking you to do this second sum as homework. What will be the step? First step will be length of two parallel sides of trapezium equal to 8.5, 11.5 centimeter. Height equal to 4.2 centimeter. Pause the video and write. Yes. After writing that, you will write, therefore, area of trapezium is equal to half into sum of parallel sides into height. So, how will be the calculation? I'll show you the calculation. So, it will be like area is equal to half into sum of parallel sides means 8.5 plus 11.5 into height. Height is given as 4.2. Steps you have to write. This is 4.2. Which is equal to half into, first add 5 plus 5 10, carry 1, 9, 10, carry 1. So this is 20 and here we have the decimal point. 20.0 into 4.2. We can cancel this. 2 1s are 2 10s are. 4.2 into 10 will be 42 square. Units are given in centimeter. Okay, write down the final answer. Easy? Moving on to the third sum. Coming to the third sum. Quadrilateral PQRS is an isosceles trapezium. Isosceles trapezium means the non-parallel sides are congruent. Again, we had discussed this in the previous chapter, quadrilaterals. The non-parallel sides are congruent. Such a trapezium is called as isosceles trapezium. So here PS will be congruent to QR. So this is an isosceles trapezium. Length of PQ is 7. PQ is 7. Segment PM is perpendicular to SR. If perpendicular is given, that means PM is the height. Height we know. One parallel side we know. Then SM is equal to 3 centimeter. Where is SM? SM is only this part. This part is 3 centimeter. Okay. But we want to know the whole thing, right? Question is, distance between two parallel sides is 4 centimeter. Distance between two parallel sides, that is the height, is 4 centimeter. As we can see, this is PM and that is the distance between two parallel sides. So this part also 4, this is also 4. The height is 4 centimeter. Find the area of quadrilateral PQRS is the question. As we know, this is an isosceles trapezium. So first and foremost, let me mark these two non-parallel sides congruent. Yeah. So this sign itself will say that it is an isosceles trapezium. Then second thing, I will draw the height from Q also. I'll just draw the height from point Q. This height will be perpendicular to the base. Show the perpendicular sign. As we discussed, PM will be equal to this. We will name it as QN. Okay. PM will be equal to QN. So if PM is 4, QN will also be 4 because height will remain same. For trapezium, anywhere height will remain the same. Now what am I getting? This part is 3 and we had proved that triangle PMS is congruent to triangle QNR. If you want once again, let us prove it. By which test we can prove it? Just guess. Lot of tests we had studied, in the previous class. SSS, SAS, ASA, SAA, hypotenuse side test. Yes. So first we will try for hypotenuse side test. Why bacha log? Because you can see right angle triangle here. So let me start the solution. I will first specify quadrilateral PQRS is an isosceles trapezium. Isosceles trapezium. Then I'll write therefore PS is equal to QR or PS congruent to QR because it is isosceles trapezium. Then I'll take in triangle PMS and triangle PMS I took this way. Okay, so same way QNR. Let us prove these two triangles congruent. PS congruent to QR. This we will give number 1 and we'll write here from 1. 3 things we need to prove triangles congruent. 1 we got. Second, we know that PM is congruent to QN because both are height. PM is equal to QN equal to 4. Reason, right? Height. Or you can write another reason as distance between what? Parallel lines. Parallel. Here it is sides. Distance between two parallel sides will be the same. Okay. So PM is equal to QN because both are coming between parallel lines. So it will be the same. So second also we got. And third we know angle PMS is congruent to angle QNR. Why? Both are 90 degree. Reason you will write each 90 degree. So we got hypotenuse congruent to another hypotenuse of the second triangle. One side congruent to the corresponding side and 90 degree. So both the triangles are congruent by hypotenuse side test. So therefore triangle PMS congruent to triangle QNR by hypotenuse side test. This is a 5 marks, 4 marks question. Yeah. So you have to specify the name of the test. Prove the triangle congruent. Now why did we prove this triangle congruent? Just to say that if these two triangles are congruent, then I can say that SM will be congruent to NR. No? PS is congruent to QR, PM is congruent to QN. So which is the third side left? SM congruent to NR. So therefore, SM congruent to NR. Reason you will write corresponding sides of congruent triangle. CSCT. Understood? Now, if SM is 3, then NR will also be 3. SM is 3 centimeter, so NR will also be 3 centimeter. So here also I'll write in the figure 3 centimeter. Okay. So if this much part 3 from left side, 3 from right side, what will be the remaining this part MN? Just see. Is it the same? So if PQ is 7, this part MN will also be 7. Oh, why did we do so much of work? To get the second parallel side. Now did you get the length of SR? SR will be SM plus MN plus NR. That is 3 plus 7 10. 10 plus 3, 13. So SR is equal to 13 centimeter. Write it. So I have written SR is equal to 13 centimeter. Now we have both the parallel sides and we know the height also. Write down the formula of area of trapezium. Half into sum of parallel sides into height, which is equal to half into sum of parallel sides means parallel sides are PQ plus SR and height is any one height you can take. We will take PM, which is equal to half into how much was PQ? 7 plus SR we got 13 multiplied by height will remain the same 4. So half into 13 plus 7 20 into 4. 2 ones are 2 tens are, which is equal to 40 square centimeter. So write down the final answer. Area of quadrilateral PQRS is 40 centimeter square. Okay, both the ways you can write. So is this trapezium and the formula and the sums very easy? So we have completed practice at 15.3 easily. If you understood, please drop in a comment, children. Nowadays you are not dropping any comments. I'm waiting to read your comments. I like that reading understood and all. Write comments. Share it with your friends, those who are in need, and complete your book. We will meet with the next practice set soon.